Good day, Judith here. Today I'm doing a painting from my imagination. I have no reference material other than my mind, and I'm currently putting in the large dark shape that I imagine, and really creating kind of a no-tan, a light dark area that will be the main structure of the entire painting, so that that's how I'm going to build this particular painting. And as I do it, I'm also wiping away areas just with a paper towel. This is acrylic paint, and leaving some sky holes in, putting some sky holes in. And then I'm going to put some paint in for the sky. I don't really want a blue sky. I'm going to have kind of a pinkish colored sky, I think. I want it to be lighter at the horizon area and darker at the top. And when I paint, I just use my hand. I use everything. So, but the shapes are really, now I'm going to take the dark areas and kind of create some quiet conversation in the dark areas. Make them a little darker, in some cases a little lighter. I'm a little concerned about this being evenly spaced too much, so I may end up increasing the size of these tree-like structures. But I'm just sort of playing with it. I don't have a clear plan. I'm just sort of making it up as I go, and I'm aware that I need to make the shapes between the trees different and interesting, and the edges of the trees interesting, and I need to keep it in mind how the edge of the trees meet the distance between that and the edge of the painting. Now I'm adding some more color. The basic colors I'm using in this painting are yellow ochre, Grumbacher red, and black and white. I make my green with the yellow ochre and the black. It's a very old way of making green, but it kind of gives an earthier green. Anyway, I'm sort of just maybe bringing out some of the lights. I'm not going to keep it that light, but I wanted to give a little more variation in here. And I'm not real, the color right now is not exactly where I want to go, but it will be eventually. And now I'm kind of creating some shapes with the trees. I really do like, but I think I need to let that dry a little bit more. I don't know. I'm looking at it now and thinking, I don't really like these colors, but it'll work out eventually. I know I'll get, and I think I'm going to let it dry. Paint a little bit more. I have this canvas to the left that I'm going to be working on too, a little bit. While sometimes I like to do that. Now I'm going to add, I think I need to, it's just, I wanted a warmer cast, so I just sort of glazed it. That's the beauty of acrylic, is that you can glaze over. Now, they made the colors less contrasty when I did that. I kind of really got rid of the lightest lights and the darkest darks, and but I did create kind of a quieter tone. And with acrylic paint, you can easily go back in and lighten certain areas, darken it. So anyway, I think I'm going to work a little bit on the other painting just to get my mind off. Sometimes I work on 2 paintings, 3 paintings at a time. It's good because that way you don't become too committed to one. But I want to make this one really simple, and that's kind of what my goal was, and I'm going to dry it. It's kind of a wash in a way. And I think I'm going to turn it over, and yeah, I think it seems to me to be somewhat like a sea scene, and I think I'm going to put some large shapes in there. and see if I can create a mood, work on the mood I feel, quiet kind of mood by the sea. Oh, I got some paint in the corner, I'll have to get rid of that. But anyway, oh, here we go. I think I'm going to make this boat in here. Yeah, and it's pretty basic shape in there. Pretty simple. I want to make a little bit of a value on the bottom, and maybe there's a little bit of a cast shadow in the water. You know, with water, it's never perfectly dark like it would be, because you've got the light kind of the water sort of hitting the, and I'll work a little bit on that structure. I think I'll put another boat. Now when you want to make, I'm putting this boat in the back a little bit. It's further away, and anyway, it's going to be smaller, and that's one of the ways you indicate size, but when the distance is by making the same type of shape but further away, smaller, and so you know that's another boat that's there that's sort of smaller here. Now I think it needs a little bit more light in there. Yeah, we'll get that in there. Probably should have left that at the beginning, but that's the beauty of acrylic. So here we go. Now I think I'm gonna, it's too strong. There, we'll make it a little lighter. No, I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna just put it in a little bit like that. That works better. And then I'm gonna have a little light on the side here. That's good. Put a little light on the side of the boat, just catch a little bit, not too much. Now a little shadow on the side there. There we go. I think that'll be good. I'm not sure how I feel about that sail. I might do a little more on the sail here. I might even rub some out. But as you know, this is all made from my imagination. This is not, I have no sailboat in front of me, sort of from my experience with sailboats in my mind. Now I'm back to the other painting. And we're putting in more. I had toned it down and it got a little dried off here. Putting a little bit more. I think I need more definition along the edge and brightness, just to create a little bit more warmth. And one of the things that I feel I've got going is I need to push the contrasts. Build those shapes up a little bit more. I want to define a little bit more. make it a little more contrast because it's going towards middle gray. One of the issues that you have is to maintain your lights, and when you glaze over, sometimes you end up destroying some of the lights. So, and you move the darks into a middle value. So we gotta punch those up a little bit more. Also, I'm interested in defining those shapes of those trees, the tops of the trees a little bit, and working on the structure of them. I'm not only thinking of, does this look real, but where do I need light areas? Where do I need some color? Where do I need some shapes? Where is it boring? And it's not entirely, you know, this shape is indicating a bush or something. It's more like, what color do I need there? What shape, what value do I need there to make the eye move around the painting? It's not just what color I have here. And what would work here? I feel that the bottom has just too much, on the bottom left, had just too much confusion, and I need to and so I want to make some larger shapes and clarify the shapes that are in there, give them some variety, different sizes and variation. I'm not just thinking about, is this a bush, is this a tree, is this a path, is this a rock? I'm thinking in terms of, is this a good shape? Is this a good value? Does this draw your eye around the dark area, the dark shape? Does this move? So this is my finished painting, and I kind of liked it. It's kind of fun. It's not totally realistic, but it's made from my imagination. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe. Please ask me any questions and make comments. I love, or like my video. I'm experimenting with things from my imagination, and I hope you try it too.